Do you think Keffe D is involved with this?
Without a
The way
doubt.
that they're framing it?
Oh, without a doubt. He spoke on it a couple of times. He had what's called
Yeah.
a proffer agreement when he sat down and talked with the police. And then basically that means they can't charge you for what you're talking about, you know. Now,
Okay.
Mm.
they can't charge you for what you're talking about right there. Them cops can't. But if you open your mouth and take it somewhere else, that's a whole different situation. Other cops can do
Understood.
that. And he made a mistake by talking again. Had he just been, said it with the police with a proffer agreement, he'd have been just there and it got, pretty much got him. He told the story, and there's too many
Yeah.
details. Everything kind of lined up way too much to be like he just talking to be talking.
Just
You know what
making
I'm
it
saying?
up.
Making
He
it
said he
up.
got it out of a book, right?
A
Yeah, okay.
book.
Yeah, the book he
Yeah.
wrote. Shit, the book he wrote. Okay, that's where he got it
He
out
was
of.
like bragging,
Now,
basically.
the reason
Mm-hmm.
why I brought that up is,
Mm-hmm.
you were friends with Tupac. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think
Oh,
this gives
no.
us peace for those that are also fans of his? Do you think this will give us peace? Because I'll be honest, this doesn't feel like the whole thing is being captured to kind of put it on Keffe himself. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like there's more players involved that it doesn't feel like it's a complete story. What are your thoughts about that? Do you find peace in this if they do convict him of something, or do you feel like
Right.
something is still missing?
Well, depending on if you're a conspiracy theorist, that's what you want to go past. But pretty much everybody involved is dead. Damn near everybody in that car that was riding with him was dead. Some of the people outside that gave him the gun or whatever the situation was, they're dead. So a lot of people are dead. So I don't know what you want from that. So that ended.
Well,
He's
I'm
really the
thinking
only
about
person
Suge
alive.
Knight is still alive.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, again, if you want to be conspiracy
Snoop
theorists
is
and think
still
that,
alive.
yeah, yeah, but I don't
You
think
know,
I don't. I,
but sometimes when you in court, right, you kind
mhm,
of bring up people that aren't necessarily like suspects. They're just a
mhm.
part of the timeline or the story. Those
But
guys
nigga,
were out there in
I
Vegas.
did a video with him. Shit, you want me to go to jail too? Shit, I did a
I
video.
want you to
I mean,
maybe go
how
on.
far?
I
How
want
far
you to
you
go to
want to
the
go to
trial, P.
tentacles? Shit, how far you want to go to tentacles? I mean, yeah. I mean, Snoop didn't have
I
nothing to do
want to,
with it. I don't
because
believe.
I just feel like it's lacking something right now, and I can't put
Again,
my finger on it. It just feels like
you're a
there's more to the
conspiracy
story.
theorist, man. You're a
Yeah, he is.
conspiracy
And
theorist,
he's in
bro. That's what it
denial.
is. So here's the thing. I think not the problem, but the, this is a new whole younger generation that wasn't connected. They didn't grow up with Tupac being the hottest guy. If Drake got
Mm,
killed today, then it would be the same thing. It's like, oh shit, Drake did. Okay, then it
mm.
would be different. Kendrick Lamar getting shot would be different. That's what happened to us, to them. Today,
Yeah.
these kids would be all, oh my God. It's not the same energy because they didn't grow up with him. They've heard about him. He's a legend to them, but they don't have the same, they don't have the same
It's not
visceral.
impacting them as much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it doesn't feel the same to some people. What else do you want? I think those who came up during that time will be satisfied if he goes to jail more. Remember, Sugar's in jail.
Hmm.
He ain't really free. Snoop, I don't think had anything really to do with it. I don't believe it. And so, with that being said, it's time to move past. What I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's time to move past. And if this guy gets convicted, it may satisfy some people, and we move on. I'll tell you what. If he doesn't get convicted, there can be a lot of mad people. Okay, I'll tell you that much. Now that'll be pissed
Okay.
off. Some people
And
will be
Yeah,
you're
pissed
because
off.
and
they'd be
so
like,
just
why open it up?
to
Yeah.
pinpoint,
Mhm.
you'll be satisfied though if he is convicted. You'll feel like the Tupac story. We can be at peace now.
Well, from what he said and talked about, like how he was there, he's complicit, and I think he should go to jail for it. And if he does, good. If he doesn't, then I can really do about that. I mean, I already
Hmm.
have
Yeah,
my feeling towards Tupac and what Tupac did. This trial does not make me or break me. Does that make sense? I spent
Yeah.
time with him.
understood.
I came up during his time when he was releasing albums and movies and stuff, and I enjoyed him and his presence. In my time of the '90s, growing up doing comedy and so forth, being in Hollywood. So what happens to this guy really doesn't matter to me, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But again, I believe he had something to do with it, and if he did, and if it shows it does, I think it already showed. He should do some time for it.
Did you have a close relationship or anything like?
Um, yeah, we were close enough. He knew who I was. He picked me to be in the video "All About You." For those who want to go to YouTube and see the video, I'd known about him. As we know, we all had. But when I got to meet him, a couple of things. He was smaller than I thought. A lot of
How
times the
small
actors
was
are
he?
smaller. I don't know, maybe 5'7". I'm 6'1". You know what I'm saying? About 5'7", maybe
Oh,
about
that's
140 pounds, maybe about 140,
oh
45
smaller
pounds.
than
Yeah.
me. Oh my God.
Uh, uh, okay, you sure? But okay, we'll go with that. I mean, I'm seeing you sitting down, so I don't
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah.
if you're tall or
I'm
not.
164.
See, well, yeah, okay, yeah, he's small. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was smaller than you. I mean, I didn't weigh the brother, but I'm just going by eyesight. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But you know, he was very charismatic, as everybody knows. And I tell a couple of funny stories in my specials about hanging out with him and the Outlaws. And yeah, then I saw him a couple more times. I went to his house in Tarzana, and then also, hung out with him. But he used to come to the Comedy Store on Fat Tuesday all the time in L.A. And I remember when he got shot, as a lot of people thought, oh, he got shot, he's gonna survive, because he'd been shot before. He's that type of person. But I remember when he finally passed away, man, just how heavy it felt, man. Like, wow. And people don't realize, he really got bigger as his legend became bigger than he was. Because, even when he was alive, he was big, but he became bigger as he passed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough to say, hey, I got a chance to meet him and hang with him and so forth. So,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I do have another question because I
Sure.
know you have to go.
No, we're good.
Do you feel like in any of your your career currently, do you have any unfinished business, like projects or anything that you want to complete?
To be honest, no. I've done a lot of stuff. It's so funny when people call me a legend. I'm like, what? I still
You
feel weird.
are.
I know, but it just feels,
Like, you
I
really
don't feel
are.
that. Okay, I'll take those. I'm learning how to take it, but
Receive it,
I
yes.
receive it right. Now I look back at my career. I mean, I was on Def Jam in 1992. And I've been on several times, Comic View and other things. I'm like, wow, because I'm always moving and doing something, so I really haven't stopped. But it's nothing I feel like I have to do. Because I've done everything. I've toured, you name it. I've done it. Made my own movies. I produced my own specials. I've podcasts, everything. Been in movies. I've known celebrities. I've had the best cars, homes, food, travel, whatever. So I'm just grateful that I'm still here at this time when I know a lot of comics who came up with me are not. They're either not here physically or they're not here in the realm of comedy. So
Not
I'm
really.
very, very blessed for that and thankful. And that's another reason why I don't let people distract me and tell me, oh, you whack, whatever. Like, bro, it's okay. I remember one joke. It was a funny thing. Some girl said one time years ago. He said, "You a has been," or something like that. She said, and I said, "Well, at least I have been." You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Points are made.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So at least I've been. It's better than I've not been. And so you can't hurt me. I've done it all, and there's nothing that you can make me feel any other way but blessed because I got a lot of fans. A lot of people come up to me and really, really enjoy what I've done.